It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 20.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Warriors 70.
Hurts throwing right away. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Eagles at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accused the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They just tried to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Give to Hall running right. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Open man is Uzama. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
19-18.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Come 19.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, pass.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Wilson. Hunter Henry brings it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Wilson. That's caught right side by Mims. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was. That play happen.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Ready, ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Faster.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Dancing to his left. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, well, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Yeah, he'll find Hall. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They go play action with Wilson. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Wilson. He completes it to Henry.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Wilson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Paul on a give up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field are learning every one of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Here we go.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough,
this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ranger, 70 Ranger, Dixie Maverick, Riggs.
Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the 2nd half. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run with Hall. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Cut, ready? Hey, check that.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Wilson. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Here's Wilson. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And they'll get him down at the 34. And he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Cut 19!
Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Sauce Gardner picks it off. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the draw, it's Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Wilson wants to throw it. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. In motion right is Wilson. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man, complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Jets, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami.